Hello there, we are now live and I am going to comment with my email address because if you see anything that you like, what you're going to want to do is write me, send me an email and I'll be happy to get back to you, invoice you, and put together an order for you. Now, what I've done today is I've put together items that are $22 and under, super, super cheap. And the reason for that is I'm going to be debuting my sort of live sale format on the Whatnot app. So if you have the Whatnot app, I'm going to be starting at 4:30 today on the 28th of May, Sunday, the 28th of May at 4:30 on Whatnot, and the channel there, as it is on all of my other platforms, it's Crystal Concentrics. So thank you for watching, and I am going to start showing you some cool items right now. This right here is a very sweet little kitty cat. You see the tail is curling up and it has kind of red eyes. And it's got a mix between sort of brown and translucent lighter color. It looks almost jadey. I have lots of selenite that is not on the website, so your best bet, as always, is to email me. I've got big pieces, little pieces, all kinds of cool stuff for the selenite. Anyhow, this little kitty cat is only $12 plus whatever we work out for postage. You would just email me, kyle@crystalconcentrics.com, and the material is Peruvian sandstone. Thanks for making comments. I always appreciate that. Over here, we have a very cool cubic optical calcite here, and because it's so harmonious in its shape, sometimes the rhombuses get a little wonky. This one I'm selling for $20, and all you'd have to do is email over to Crystal Concentrics, kyle@crystalconcentrics.com. It's posted in the comments. So that's a kind of a cool thing. Again, all of these items are $22 and under. Here's a real sweet one. These are getting a little bit harder to find. The nice ammonites. It's both sides. It's polished on both sides. It's from Madagascar. And this one is $20. And actually, I'm looking at it from behind and I'm seeing the light is coming right through it, which is kind of cool. It is translucent. What happens with these 60 million year old shells is that they get replaced by agate and then they harden and become stone. That's why they're a fossil now. And we're lucky to have a few for sale. This one is $20. So check that out and check this out. Look at this. This is a pendulum, right? And because of the digital camera, I have some still photos. It has a couple of great spots of blue flash. It's very unusual to find an actual rainbow moonstone pendulum, and to find one here that is only, I guess, $22 is kind of a cool thing. So that's great. Differently, we have this other thing called feather agate. Look at that. Very cool, very glittery in the middle. It's like an open little geode there. And the reason they call it feathery is because some of this patterning is very feathery. And this is the type of piece that would make for a really good pendant. You could put it in prongs, or you could wire wrap it. And this one is $22. I have other ones that are cheaper and smaller, but this one is really the best of the batch. So again, if you're interested in any of these, I hope you'll email me, kyle@crystalconcentrics.com. Over here, we have a crazy layered, and you can kind of see the rainbow action flashing around inside of this tower. This is many different colors. You've got some blue, you've got green, purple, a lot of clear fluorite, which is kind of an unusual variety. And someone says, or they got replaced by opal. Not sure what that's about. You'd have to clarify what you're saying there. Anyway, this beautiful piece right here is also $22. Really, really nice. I do have lamer ones that go down to $12, but I segregated these to show you here because it's in anticipation of my live that I'm going to be doing on Whatnot at exactly 4:30. So here's another fossil, a very cool trilobite here. Very wild. The bottom is kind of blah, it's sort of rocky, but you see lots and lots of distinction between the segments here, which makes it a fairly good trilobite specimen, particularly at the $22 price. Now over here we have all different colored fluorites. All different colored fluorites. You've got purple, you've got green, you have got blue, which is quite rare, and some semi-clear, which is unusual also. And these are nice, big sort of pieces tumbled, drilled pieces tumbled. This is only $18. So if you're interested in this, email kyle@crystalconcentrics.com. Here's an unusual specimen. I call this angel wing yellow selenite from, it turns out, a place called Swan Lake in Victoria, Australia. And this piece is only $16, which is kind of great. I try to keep the prices low because I know postage is going to be a factor. We have to box it up, take it to the post office, etc. But we did want to make sure that we give you lots and lots to choose from. All of these, if they don't sell here or through our Whatnot around 5 or 6 o'clock tonight, well, probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to upload them to the website, crystalconcentrics.com, and you can find them there. They're not on the website currently. This is a nice tree of life right here. Very nice, good handwork, handcrafted. And it's got a dark aventurine set of leaves on it, and the light shines through and makes it kind of pretty from behind if it's backlit, but usually it's going to show in this kind of dark way. So I'll bring that a little closer to you so you can see that, hopefully in some kind of focus. So that's a nice thing, and that's, I think, only like $20. Over here we have a similar theme. It's a tree of life, and it is in all the rainbow colors, and it's also in the shape of a heart. Now, neither one of these are sterling, and actually I did have the price wrong. They're both $16 only. $16 only. So that's pretty darn cheap. Over here we have a matching pair. So before I showed you the exterior polished on a nice ammonite, and this is what it would look like, I guess, unpolished, except what they did was they sliced it in half, and you're getting to see each of the two halves. Very, very cool piece right there. These matched halves are kind of getting harder to find, and this is only $22 for the pair, which is kind of cool. Over here, we have an extremely dark amethyst. Greetings from Argentina. Hello, Argentina. You are the home of Rhodochrosita, which is kind of exciting. This is very unusual, good. The point is in great shape. The facets or faces have really good texture. And for me and my system of understanding crystals, it represents your spiritual mission. What is your purpose on Earth? So that's a kind of a great one, and that is only $18, which is kind of great. Usually I don't get excited about lab-grown pieces here. This one here is glittering, and it is silicon carbide. So that means it's got carbon and silicon together. Of course, silicon makes up quartz, but in this case, or maybe it was silicon, oh, it's silicon, not silica. So silicon is its own element, I believe. So it is metallic mixed with the carbon and ends up looking like this. Very cool stuff. This one is $18. So if it interests you, you could screenshot it. You could email me, Kyle@crystalconcentrics.com. Then I have a couple of pendulums. This one is kind of great. It looks like one of those rainbow pendulums, and we have those. But this is what I call Rainbow Jasper. Hello, thanks for Brooklyn Blues saying hello. This little fella here is quite unusual because it's got red, it's got yellow, it's got sort of greenish and pinkish, all different colors. And this is only $20. It's a pretty cool pendulum, very unusual. You could turn it into a pendant, and that would be kind of great. Again, if you're interested, email Kyle@crystalconcentrics.com. Visit my website, crystalconcentrics.com. These items will not be on it yet, but if they don't sell here or at my Whatnot debut live sale at 4:30 today, Eastern time, then I will be posting these on the site. Now look at this. This is kind of crazy. Notice the tiger stripes on this. This is a peach moonstone and a very big pendulum at that. It's got a little quartz bead at the bottom and it's quite cool. Really like this piece a lot. This one is 22. Very unusual to find such a good moonstone. If I put it in my hand like this, you'll be able to see it in better focus. I do have good pictures up on my Whatnot account, also under the name Crystal Concentrics. Here's a very sweetly colored pale octahedron of fluorite. I have it listed at $18. It's nice to get such a pure and natural light color on these, so that's kind of a good thing. What else do we got? We got this piece. It's called Agate Concha. It's from Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil, and you'll see it's got very sophisticated designs. On the back, it's all scrunched up, sort of shell of chalcedony. And then on the inside, you've got the druzy glitter to it, and it would show really nicely. It would display nicely in a little stand. It does have this little redness over here, which is why it's $18 instead of $30. We're just trying to find items that fit into this sort of golden little spot of under $22. Over here is an amazing citrine bracelet, and I usually call any kind of manufactured citrine faux citrine or baked amethyst, but this one's got me kind of convinced that the color is natural because you've got pale, you've got dark, you've got all different colors of yellow going on, and that strikes me as something natural and not artificial. This one is only $22 for that citrine bracelet. This one here smells really good. This is a Palo Santo. And Palo Santo is in Spanish for holy wood. It's from Peru. It's pretty magical stuff. People burn it as incense, and some people have really enjoyed wearing it as a bracelet. So that is kind of a cool thing. And this cube here is kind of trippy. This is one of those Spanish, that is to say from Spain, perfect naturally cubic pyrite. And what's great about it is that there's hardly any irregularities. You see along this edge, there's a little bit of an irregularity. But overall, this is like a perfectly formed flat-faced dice, which is extra, extra cool. The bracelet, I did mention that this bracelet was 22, this one here. The Palo Santo is only 16. Earlier I had talked about a fluorite bracelet. This one is only 18, which is kind of great. And then last but not least, we have this aura treated lava or druzy quartz. All of these little globes are sort of rainbow colored, and they are plated with titanium. That's how we get to that kind of crazy color. So anyway, that's the scoop. That's the lineup. Those are my pieces that I wanted to share with you. Oops, I forgot one very cute one. Look at this. This is a cute cat on its side, which has its little feet up. And so if it were lying on its back, it would be kind of sprawled out with its legs and its tail out. That's a very, very cute one. And this one I think is $16, more than I usually sell these because it's such an unusual and awesome shape. So if you're interested in these, email Kyle@crystalconcentrics.com. Thank you for watching. I tend to do my lives at like 4:30 p.m., sometime after 4, because my physical brick and mortar store here, the Portal Crystal Gallery, is open from 1 till 4 every single day. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'm probably going to end up posting this on YouTube. It's a nice resource. Talk to you later on, and thank you so much for watching. Till later. Bye-bye. Where's our turn off button? There it is, all the way on the top right. It's been a while since I've done a live. Till soon.